Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal bank. ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglets Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Well, welcome to Leicester Fan TV. It's half time. As ever, we want your views, your comments. It's your chance to let us know what you think on, I think, a pretty decent first off. Obviously, just before half time there at City 2, Zorya 0, Harvey Barnes, what a goal that was. That really was nice to see. It's just such a shame we're not there to enjoy that one. That was a great goal right before half time. Get your views in, get your comments in. Mick's saying that he thinks Zorya look bad. I actually don't think they look bad, Mick. I think they perhaps have created the better chances. I know we scored 2 goals, but I thought they've looked all right. Elliot says, get in for Madders and Barnes. Alan says, Castagna and Barnes are on fire. We were not looking good until Madding offside goal. I think we've crept our ways into it. TJ says, decent first half. Barnes and Iheanacho stood out. Iheanacho has stood out. He was involved in that second goal. I've just seen somebody put in there, Mick Hewitt saying Nacho is so poor. Watching a different game to me, Mick. I think Nacho's been involved a lot, and I think he's doing very well. Keith's saying, is this going to be our first ever UEFA Europa League win? I'm just trying to remember. I thought we won in Europe before in the Europa League. Brett's saying West Madison put under on now, which is an interesting one. Andy's saying we grow into the game eventually. Nacho is playing poor, says Javier from the GG Network. I think Nacho's playing well, but hey, you guys are allowed to have your opinion. What do you think about it? Nick saying Nacho is a donkey, has a control of an elephant. Well, you're definitely watching a different game to me. I'm not going to say Nacho's been amazing today, but I think he's been heavily involved, and I thought he's done well today. Jamie from the Foxes says first 20 minutes not in the game, but got better. Joanna's saying, I keep seeing my seat. On another note, what courage they have tonight, showing no fear. It's there for the taking. Fafana has been first class, says Liam. 4-0, says John. Tom, thanks for adding yourself in there. Got so many comments coming in. Nacho being his usual self. Tom, Nacho, I thought he's been nicely involved. I thought he's just different to Jamie Vardy. He goes, he gets the ball, he holds it up. He's not through some nice little. I think he's involved in the game more than Vardy is as a connected player. Nacho is. He's a different player. What's your view on him?
Look, we all know he's no Vardy. He's not going to run him behind. He's not going to make the runs down the channel that much. He wants the ball into his feet to turn and then run at people. And he's got 2 assists, so he's not done a bad job in the first half. Look, first 20 minutes we looked shaky, and I think the defensively we did look worried. They had the good chance. Casper once again, brilliant save at the far post, and then I felt we probably turned the screw a little bit. We started playing a bit more football further at the park, and look, first goal we got a break of luck with Nacho knocking it to Madders. Second goal, fair play to Nacho. It's a brilliant back heel to roll it into his path. There's not some players would be greedy and try and turn his shoe. He's been brilliant there to set the goal up. So give a little bit of credit to Nacho. He's not a world beater, but he's doing a job while Vardy's out.
Neil says here, Tom, Zorya have looked dangerous going forward. I actually think they have. I think they've had 3 or 4 really good chances and half chances. Some a little bit of our making, but they're certainly have got. I think that second goal is critical just before half time. I think that might just kill the game now. Let's hope so. But Zorya in that first half, they'll go in at half time, I would think, feeling that they've been unlucky.
I think their manager will be disappointed. I think the first 20 minutes, they were a lot better. They looked sharper than us. They moved the ball better. They were probably all over us at times in that first 20 minutes, and we didn't really get out of first gear. There'll be more goods to go in at half time than we will be. And we all know 2-0 is never a win. So that next goal could be crucial keep them out and just, take our time and hopefully get a third. But we're winning. That's all that matters tonight. I said before, getting the home wins is crucial to get out of the group. And, let's get off to a winning start in the competition, because next week will be a lot tougher.
Yeah, it probably will be. And obviously we're away next week at Athens. With fans in the ground, it's even a more intimidating place to go to places like that, AEK Athens. But tonight, I think Dennis Pratt, a few people have been putting the comments in there again. It does feel like when Dennis Pratt's in there, he does add, I'm going to just say, balance to the team, Tom.
I know what you mean. He evens it up in some ways. He takes the pressure off Tillemans, I feel. Tillemans can play a bit more. He does the basics well. I know it sounds a cliche. We've all say that he does the basics well, but he does. He wins the ball back. He looks for the 10 yards, the 5-yard passes, and looks for the space. But he's also got that vision. He can have a shot. We've seen it against Burnley. He's got a shot on him. And he's opening the play up a little bit more. Mendy's doing a little job in front of the back four nicely. Like I say, first win it shaky, but probably after that we took control of the game more. And like I say, can't take this team lightly. They've done well that first half. So a lot more to play in the second half. We've got to come out in the second half and play like we did in that last 20 minutes and have a go at them.
Well, Patrick says it's 2-0. It's a dodgy lead. It is a funny lead. I'm not quite sure we're worthy of the 2-goal lead, but the first goal, Maddison's tap-in, again, I thought they were a bit dishonest to it. They said it was a bit of a scrappy goal. It was a fantastic shot. And then, to be fair, again, maybe I'm singing Nacho's praises too much, but I thought Nacho did ever so well just trying to look after that ball and feed it across to Maddison while he's been falling down on the ground. So I thought Nacho did really well there to just... And people will go, it was scruffy. I actually thought it was a great shot. Nacho did well there, and Maddison was twisting and turning and managed to poke it in.
I mean, how many times would you see that hit the post and go off for a goal kick? I mean, we've had a break, a bit of luck there so far. But not many this season where it's hit the post and come back to the player. And fair play, Nacho's not decided to be greedy and try and backheel it in the net like we've seen some top players do. He's been clever, and as he's hit the floor, he's probably heard a shout from Maddison, lay it off, and quick feet from Maddison, you get the goal. You've taken the pressure off. That goal took the pressure off them, and you could see it, the pressure had lifted a little bit by getting that first goal. So I felt after the first 20 minutes where we started playing, we were looking better, but we didn't have that last creativity. The ball to the back post, Barnes heads it over. Well, not really a great chance to him, but we were starting to create those little chances. But we probably were nervous every time the ball was coming to us in the box of who was going to put it in the net. We've got the goals now, so that pressure's off us a little bit now, second half.
I am, Tom. I am going to have a go at... Well, not a go, but I am amazed that so many people are having a go at Nacho. They've obviously been watching a very different game to me today. I genuinely think I played football to a really bad standard on Sunday League. And what Nacho did there, he was falling to the ground, but he managed to protect that ball. And while he was on the ground, he managed to pass it into Maddison, who was right next to him. And then in the second goal, moving on to that, again, Nacho... Earlier on in that, Nacho's put a couple of nice balls through to Castagna and Pratt on the right, and he was a lovely little back heel that helped set up Harvey Barnes. I'm going to give all the credit to Harvey Barnes, but I am just a bit frustrated that people seem to be laying into Nacho when we're 2-0 up. He's been involved in both goals.
Barnes' finish there is so composed to wait for the goalkeeper to move. I mean, how many times have you seen a player slow him down and then get tackled? So fair play to him for doing it and putting it in the net. So I've got good credit to Nacho there. He did brilliantly. He held the ball up. That's what he wants to do. He's not going to spin him behind. We all know that's not his game. So he's trying to link up the play with the midfielders running beyond him, and that's what probably Rodgers has said to him. I'm not expecting to run the channels. I'm not expecting you to, go charging past players on for runs. Link the play up and get Maddison in behind you probably more on Barnes, and Castagna down the right. Try and get his players in behind their defenders and get the cutbacks for your goals, because that's what it is. He's a fox in the box. That's what he wants to do. He's not going to go and score worldies all the time, and he's not going to run in and score goals from long distance. So he's got to use his strength. Probably his upper body strength to hold the ball up, and that's what he's done first half. Look, I'm not going to come out and say he's been world class and a world beater. I'm not going to get ridiculous, but he's done all right first half, and he's doing the job for the team in times when we haven't got another striker. We can sit here and just slag him off all we want.
It's exactly that's what Chris is saying.
He's got another player.
He's doing what he needs to do. He's holding the ball up. He's winning the ball in the air. He doesn't need to score if he's creating it. That's my opinion.
Who do you play, Phil? Who do we play? Somali's not registered, so we haven't gone to the striker. So
I just think
Nacho slagging him off. Let's get behind him a little bit. And I know we're not in the ground, but still give him a little bit of praise when it's due. He's not done bad.
Yeah, no, I agree. Somebody put on there, I'm trying to find the comment in there about Fofana again, looking very composed at the back there, Tom, at times.
Oh, mate, he's just, I mean, when he got kicked, first thing was like, oh, not another injury. When he got kicked and the bloke got yellow carded. Yeah. But he's so composed for a 19-year-old on the ball. He's not scared of trying to move out from the back. He's just a composed player. And look, he's probably going up and down as a 19-year-old, like all kids do. They're going to make mistakes and they're going to bounce back for them. At the moment, he's on a high from the Villa game from playing so well. And let's hope he keeps going.
Keith talking about Nacho there. He's mentioning Heskey and Robbins and lots of others. I wonder sometimes what I know when you see a striker, you want to see goals. But I mean, hey, listen, I'm going to say one name to you as a striker in recent memory that everybody needs to bloody remember, which is Okazaki. He didn't score many goals, but boy, did we need him. And I just think Nacho's a similar type of player that he's not, and Heskey, not always going to get you loads of goals, but he can be very, very much involved with it. A lot of fans, Tom, agreeing with you about Fofana. Sean saying Fofana looking great again. TJ says the same. Castagna has been fizzing the balls into the box again. I think Castagna, Tielemans and Pratt looking a nice combination there, Tom.
Tielemans is starting to show his class again. I've said that before. This season, he's really starting to come back to ball. The West Ham game was probably his weakest game out of the lot, but bar that, I think he's really starting to get his vision of passing back in there. As I say, it's a shame Vardy's not fit because we are starting to see that combination of Tielemans and Vardy again and the balls in behind. Maddison coming back in's massive for me, mate, today. Maddison is really starting to look better. Look, I'm not going to say his team's world class we're playing against, but they aren't a bad team. Maddison is starting to pick up some nice positions in that number 10 role where he needs to play. We really need to see him. I know he's been out wide a bit today, but when he does get into that number 10 role, he looks better.
Going forward, Tom, I mean, a few people, somebody's put in here, Chris Gutteridge says, Rodgers, don't take Mendy off and put Hamza on. This is working. It's going to be an interesting second half because we have got this is the joys of playing Europa League and Premier League. We have got Arsenal on Saturday. At some point, he's going to start to have a look at that. I'd like to see Under come on because I'd like to see this guy. He's played for Roma. You know, he looks like he maybe needs a bit of match fitness. For me, I'd like to see Under come on and show us what he's got. 2-0 is a funny score, isn't it, Tom? To play with. Get a third, and we can chill, take players off. You know,
you let a goal in, and you suddenly, the confidence is start. We've seen that first 20 minutes we looked shaky at the back, and the 2 goals have probably lifted us a little bit. But you only need them to score 1, and then suddenly the pressure's back on us. So I'd love to see Under come on. I'd love to take Barnes off and give him a rest before the Arsenal game. Not say a rest. He's only played 5 games a season, but Thursday, Sunday is going to be an interesting turnaround again. Then we're back to Thursday again the following week. So there's a lot of games coming quickly. We're going to need to use the little bit of a squad we've got. We are down to the bare bones, I think, at the moment with what we've got option-wise. So he's going to have to change it at times to try and keep his players, fit as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Tom, listen, it's nearly time for the second half. Let's go and enjoy it. We'll see you at the end of the game.
See you later, mate.
Cheers, Tom. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Last couple of comments in there. Luke says, Rodgers dress for funeral. Players are out, lads. Thanks, Jace. We best go and watch it. 2-0 isn't a funny. It's a funny score in case things go wrong. Listen, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching us. Come and join us at full time at the final whistle, and we will be live, hopefully celebrating our first win in the Europa League this season. See you at the end.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feedme, Piglets Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.